So in my opinion, there are three ways to improve your comprehension skills. We're going to talk about these methods. One of the important one is reading regularly, and I think this is the most important one. Keep on reading. Read different things. Read comic books, read short stories, read bits of magazines and articles. You can even read children's book. It doesn't matter what you read, just keep on reading. Viewing new words in context can help you understand more of that vocabulary word and how it is used. And you have to think about reading as a circle, kind of a circle of life, where if you read more, you get better reading skills. And if you get better reading skills, then you read faster. And of course, if you can read faster, then you're going to read more. So for example, if you only have like half an hour to read, while in the past, in that half hour, you could only read, let's say, a couple pages, 2 or 3. Now, since that you started reading regularly, now you can read 5 or 6 or double whatever the amount you used to read. So that means you're reading more. And it's just a circle. It keeps on going and it keeps on getting better. So the more you read, the better skills you have. The better skills you have, the faster you read. And the faster you read, that means the more you read. And it keeps on going. Another important strategy that I suggest is building your vocabulary. So what happens every time you face a word you don't know? Every time you're faced with a word you don't know during reading, it just slows you down. It kills that momentum that you have. You have a rhythm of reading, you have a momentum, and it just slows that momentum down, and you eventually get bored with reading and just throw that book away or whatever you're reading. So the problem is that people sometimes need to look up these words. So that's why I suggest that the reading material that you're reading is not too difficult. It should be difficult because I want you to have some new words, but I don't want it to be too difficult for you where you'll need to stop and look up words. What I suggest is reading something that doesn't have so many words that you don't know, to the extent where you won't need to look them up. If you have 15 to 20% unknown words, that's good. Why? Because this is room for improvement. That 15 or 20% is room for improvement, and it doesn't hinder your ability to understand because it's only 15% of the text or 20% of the text. So what's going to happen if you have 15 or 20% of new words in a specific text is that you're going to encounter these words that you don't know, but you still can understand the general meaning. And what you'll do is you'll start guessing what these words mean. Now, when you encounter that same word again, you're going to either correct your guess if it was wrong or validate it if it was correct, because you have now 2 sentences or 3 sentences that use the same word. So again, the more you read, you're going to acquire more words. And the more words you acquire and understand and learn, the better reading skills you have. The better reading skills you have, the faster you read, and the more you read. So it's just a continuous circle again. Another strategy that I have is listening combined with reading. So that's why I suggest listening to audiobooks and at the same time reading. So you combine these 2 skills at the same time. Now what will happen is that with intonation, you're going to understand more, and with emphasis, you're going to understand more. So you're going to understand if this is a question or something that you should be surprised by. Intonation and emphasis help you understand meaning more. So to conclude this video, what you should do is a couple things. You're going to have to immerse yourself in the language. And you do that by reading more, building your vocabulary, and using audiobooks. So it's not about studying hard, it's about your continuous effort to learn and immerse yourself in the language. Now try this advice that I suggested, and in a couple months, tell me what happened. Thank you.